Alright, y'all. We are just finishing up that last liquid pump. We have finished nearly everything over here. I micromanaged getting the uh, mealwood moved down. Turns out I did the math. We need about 14 plants. Not 15. No, 15 plants, not 16. Um, and yeah, we've mostly just been setting up the coal generator and disable all the algae terrariums so we didn't burst through it super fast. Want to use that as efficiently as possible. But yeah, no, so if you didn't get to the last episode, we have a new friend, Flat White. We've been setting up some better oxygen for ourselves because we're getting new friends. And we set up a better power system because we're going to start doing some power things, which should be super fun. We've also got some skills we've been working through, and we dealt with pollution, which is slowly going to kill my world, but hey, that's just how it works, isn't it? Alright, we're gonna end and start by choosing a blueprint. Ooh, some nutrient bars could be nice, but do we have on anybody else? Somebody with some suit wearing would be pretty cool. They're pretty darn fast. 3-star consumption rate? Ooh, germ resistance? Will they sleep periodically? They'll die. I'll kill them. I'll kill them instantly. That's just how that works. Alright, now, where were we? Let's see, I was choosing a duplicate. See if I wanted one of these mongooses. I just got somebody for running things around. I could pick up this guy, but no, just rough. Nope, not worth. And then I don't actually want any more nutrient bars because I've got one that are like a little gross, and I don't want to subject my duplicates to dealing with any of that. Alright, now we are finally in. We have the coal generator. It doesn't have any coal. That's a minor oversight I didn't think about. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have some coal available to us. We can just start digging through this area too. It'd be pretty good. Sweet. Awesome possum. So we've got our mealwood set up, we've got our better oxygen supply and our power running, and now we've got our crafting station, which means it's time to go, y'all. We've got places to be, and the places we are going to be is straight down. Alright, to start off with, we're going to go ahead and set up a little station for our duplicates to put on masks. Because that's going to make it easier to breathe as they get into harder and harder to breathe areas. So we're just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, because I have 4 duplicates right now. And we're going to type in a little checkpoint, which will just make sure that they put it on before they leave. And bada bing, bada boom. We're all set. Now, in order to get down, we're probably going to want to set up some sort of airlock. So I'm not super worried about it. The only concerning part is I believe we may still be producing not enough water. Okay. Alright. Want to come finish this? It's okay. You take your time, bud. Whenever you feel like it, my friends. You feel like it. Let's take a look at skills, see what we got sorted. Oh, everybody has a skill. Alright, let's start with Flat White. We're going to do some menacing, but we're going to do some improved carrying. You're not. It's so helpful having somebody who can just tow things around. Luther, we've got that improved construction rolling, and now that they're doing a lot of grilling and cooking, we're actually going to increase their grilling, because it's going to make them work a little bit faster. Lamb, let's get the super hard digging, yeah! And then Blue, finally, we have the ability to do higher levels of research, which means that we can break into any of these that we want. What do we want to break into? Honestly, nothing. Is that true? Let's see. I would like to get into hazard protection, because getting this exosuit forge set up as soon as possible is really nice. But in order to do that, we need to start with plastic. And I've got to have a little bit more infrastructure set up for that first. Plastic we're going to want to rush next. One of the most important tools in this game is the steam turbine, because it allows for heat destruction, which, oh my gosh, there's so many. That's new. I've never seen that. That's so cool looking. Okay, I gotta check that out later. But Yeah, we're gonna need to get renewable energy sorted, which means we've got to start by doing plastic manufacturing. So as long as we're here, let's go ahead and start up on that. It's gonna take a second, and my dupe's gonna be working hard the whole time, but should be good. Okay, now if I'm right, then these docks are going to need a bit of gas. Yep, there you can see it there. Sweet. What's the best way to do this? I believe it's just going to be doing this. If you have them run all over to each other, then one of them is going to fill it first, and then you'll only have one available at a time. Then we're going to go ahead and set up a gas pump over here because we've got a lot of oxygen production happening here. And we're actually going to set up a whole gas filter, which will be helpful for getting what we need. The rest of the gas is probably just going to be carbon dioxide, and so I'll move that closer down here. And that way we can just take this oxygen and run it over to our masks. While we're doing that, we're going to want to go ahead and make these oxygen masks. So let's go ahead and make 4 of them. They do wear out eventually, so let's make 6 just in case. 5. We'll have 1 extra, and then as they wear out, we can clean them up. That is going to be extremely helpful. Sweet. Ventilation is set up. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Very sneezy today. Pipe blocked, that's right. We have not finished with the plumbing. Happens to me every time. I'll start a thing, and then I won't finish it. That's not how you rotate things. Why is it R the key to rotate? I don't know, man. Ask my father. He might have an answer for you. Don't ask your father. I don't think he knows this game. Honestly, my father doesn't either, but that's beside his point. Ooh, man, that's coffee. It's good. Sweet, sweet. And then actually we're gonna set up one more area so I can get a door in here. Because we are going to want the door shut up. So that we can say who can and can't go through there. Also, of course, everything's gonna need power. So go ahead and start so up. So we are still just waiting delivery of coal up here, but honestly, I don't really know. So I'm cool with just letting that take as much time as it pleases. Man, we are producing a lot of polluted water. I'm gonna have to set up some refinement here soon. Let's see, do I have refinement yet? Be over here. I have oil. Not quite the same. Don't need more agriculture. Getting a hydroponic farm set up would be okay, but not required right now. When I need to up their food, I can change that to bristle blossoms, but for right now, lice loaf is gonna be fine. I don't have anybody who's gonna be super stressed out right now anyways. But yeah. Distillation. That's not how I didn't think a water sieve was distillation. I'm gonna be honest with you, I disagree with you there, game. I think you're wrong. And I'm mad about it. Not that mad about it. Sweet. We are producing away. And in just a moment, we'll have all of these algae terrariums running. And oh man, we're gonna have more oxygen than we could ever possibly need. Let's see. How are we doing on oxygen? Is it bad? It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. That's how it goes. Look at them all working away, making food, all that jazz. They're doing so good. I'm so proud of them. So awesome. Sweet. Well, I'm going to give them just a second to finish up this setup that I got going on, and then we're going to move on to the next part. So for y'all, it'll be half a second, but I will see y'all in just 1 minute. Awesome, y'all. Alright, so we are nearly finished this oxygen mask construction, and we've actually got our coal generator up and running now. So I went ahead and set up some extra jumbo batteries just to make sure they've got enough power. The other interesting thing that happened is this liquid valve. Each of these take about 300 water per second. Yeah, so what I did was I just multiplied that by 7. I know what 3 times 7 is, right? Right? Anyway, so now these should be consuming water at the exact rate it's flowing in. And actually, just to make sure that's not gonna overflow on that, we're gonna reduce that just by 50 grams per second. If it starts overflowing, then I'll cry. So, anyways, we're nearly finished with our getting our gas pump set up. We've got our filter set up to make sure that's set specifically to oxygen. That way nothing else is flowing into these, otherwise they'll break down. Awesome. We're just gonna finish constructing everything while everybody runs around and finishes up their stuff. Our food is looking incredible at 2,500 kilocalories. Last us a little bit of time for sure. Oh, and just in time for some more blueprints. Ooh, berries are fun. Adventure is also very fun, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing a ton of ranching this particular round. We could set up a better food source. With exosuit training? That's incredible. That could also be the way we get plastic. We could also have a dedicated cook and a dedicated farmer. Good. And he's a decorator. You get a little bit of strength going too. I wish I could reroll. That'd be cool as heck. But exosuit training is really good. We're looking for somebody who's going to be specifically good with exosuit training, and that's it. So I don't want any of those guys. I guess I could have picked up the sand. I probably should have, but alas, here we are. Sweet. So now if we take a look at our current thing, look at that. We are producing oxygen, ladies and gentlemen. And then hopefully we'll be wasting less power once all these jumbo batteries are put together. Sweet. Now we've done that, time has come for the great downwards dig. Actually, before we do that, we're going to deconstruct the floor. Put in the wrong one. I want to put in a manual airlock. Sweet. And then we're going to litter suits here and here. This guy should be operating. It's a ventilation overlay. Yep, we've got a little bit of oxygen coming through. A little bit of carbon dioxide too, but carbon dioxide should be sinking. So need to limit how often this guy runs. Nevertheless, everything's sorted right now, which is amazing. Good job, everybody. What to do next? So something I've been wanting to do is get a better bathroom setup. I can do that right here. Can I do that right here? Let's see. I'm pretty sure I didn't give myself enough space. So it's going to be medicine. So I need a proper sink, which we have enough space for that. And then I need a laboratory, which we have enough of. Yeah. 3, I can do it. Yeah, we have enough space set up for that. And then we could just borrow water from here, output the water, and then, yeah, we could get a little refinement setup going. And we just have a little bit of excess water. That water can be pumped into these algae terrariums, because food poisoning won't get anywhere, I promise. Probably, hopefully, fingers crossed. We're going to go ahead and set up a new room for this. Mostly because I want to see if I can get those showers in as well. So let's go ahead and replace the entirety of this floor with tiles. Ooh, good on you, Luther. Building up your athletics. Sweet. So these guys are filling up with oxygen, slowly but surely, and then we'll begin descent. And I'm going to set up a manual airlock. And we're going to dig through. Not going to ruin everything. I hope not. Alright, if it does. I don't want to do that. And then we'll set up this guy. Yeah, we're just going to do that. And then we're going to do a little bit better as far as it goes. So we're going to have a sink set up here. We're going to have our laboratory. We're actually going to get 2 of them. And then we're going to have showers as well. Showers are good. I like showers. I like showers. I hope you like showers too. You better like showers. If you don't like showers, then, sorry to hear that. Get some help, maybe. That sounds so awful. It's fine. I don't know, man. Please shower. I shower. My roommate just showered. I'll probably shower after this episode is done. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. How are we doing? We're doing little bits of oxygen. It's not the most efficient. That's fine. Don't get much carbon dioxide. It's consuming. Oh, we are out of water over here. Get someone going. You are good to go. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Man, you can't hold anything, can you, Blue? Very weak. Makes sense for a nerd. I didn't mean that. I promise. These are my friends that I've named it after. I promise you're not a nerd, Blue. Actually, you are a little bit of a nerd, but like, power to you. I like the fact that you're a nerd. I think nerds are cool. I think more people should be nerds. If you're watching this right now, and you're not a nerd, who are you? As if you're watching this right now. I made this for myself. Nobody watches. Aside from me. Okay, okie dokie. How do we want to set this up? So the main issue with this is when they pee in here, they produce a little extra water. And like I'm producing a bunch of extra polluted water anyways. Because how much water do you produce? So you use only like 10 grams for water per second. Because you just like release a bunch of water. Which is fine, because that means this, that's perfect. So running this in conjunction with an algae terrarium, they should consume the excess water that I produce. This is so cool. It's almost like it was done intentionally. Definitely not. What I'm talking about. Nothing's ever been done intentionally. Cancel this and just make it a big order for a second. I'm going to want to put in another door. We're going to leave this open. The plumbing is going to go clean water from the bottom, dirty water to the top. Because I said so. And then we're going to need to set up some refinement over here. And then all of it will go back here. And then the overflow. So, yeah. So the way to set up an overflow, which sounds weird. I'm just going all over the place with this. Is essentially it's always going to go through if it can. The water will. That is. So what I'll do is I'll set up a little refinement station right here, which means I'm going to destroy that liquid lock, aren't I? I'm not super happy about that. I wonder if I can dig a new liquid lock. And then just like drip it down. Is that allowed? Is anything allowed? What if I do... It's... Yeah. And then I'll dig and move that liquid lock down. But first I'm going to put a tile in there so that it closes off completely. And then I'm going to put a tile here. It'll flow over it. That's okay. I'll survive somehow. I'm doing this as complicated as possible. Hope y'all are ready for it. And then ideally I'd move the salt down a little ways, because I want to get rid of this tile as much as possible. The polluted oxygen area, I'm just going to stay, because that's what you have to do. Yeah, so we're going to set up a liquid bridge. And do I want to put it over here, or... I think I might go up here. Let's turn this down to like literally 5%. So whenever the batteries drop to 5% battery, then they'll come to it. Be a lot better. And we're gonna bump this down to 200. I think because these guys aren't running with 100% efficiency. And if it overflows, I'll cry. Yeah, and then the polluted water is an off-gassing because it's being hidden under the gas. It's great. Worked amazingly all. And then we're getting some of that polluted water, getting rid of. Yeah, so we can set up a bottle emptier and some. And we'll set up a little refinement station, which is going to need power. So we'll make sure that it runs on here as well in the most convoluted way possible. If you're frustrated watching this video, comment below. Anyways. That should do excellently. How are we doing on heat up here? A little warmer. These guys are still doing good. Do these guys have a heat thing? Overheat temperature is 65 degrees. Temperatures are currently 24 degrees. Fine, we're fine. He's got all the time in the world. He'll be okay. Be just fine. And then once we fill up this system, it should be okay. We just need the polluted water that comes in through here to keep it clean. So I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, they're using dirty clean water, but don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. Sweet, and then we actually do have a full oxygen mask dock over here now, so that would have been even faster constructing. So proud of you. So, while all of that is happening, I'm gonna start going. Yelling timber. Better move, better days. Frankly, we're just gonna set up a ladder across the board. That's gonna be our descent into madness. It's gonna take a while, but we'll do our best. Do I have? I do not have a fast dropper. That's impossible. Lim? Lim? Why? I think that's my only real question is why? Why, Lim? Why would you do that? What did you possibly stand to gain by doing that? Lamb. Lamb! Lamb, I'm texting you after this, and I'm mad. I'm upsetty spaghetti at you. I'm gonna consume. I'm gonna eat your breakfast for you. How about that, Lamb? Huh? Huh? You like that? Look at that. We're producing on this shit. I'm so proud of us. We're in sandstone through the manual airlock that we're gonna set to open right now because it's. Lamb made a mess. Oh, big surprise! That's right. He made a mess in like the perfect spot. This is the mess room. I would like it to be cleaned up though, Lamb. ASAP, please. Please clean up this. You're making me mad, Lamb. I'm keeping you in there until you get this sorted. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious, Lamb. How did you do this, buddy? This is only polluted water, right? Yeah, the rest of the water should stay on the ground, and I'll make him empty it in a second. You can breathe, and you're cold, and you're icky, and you're gross, and now I'm sad about it. I just sneezed. I'm so sorry, everybody. Alright, and then this is water. Let's empty it right there. Yeah, work your butt off, man. I don't care about disinfecting that. You're gonna be okay. Speaking of which, how are the germs? Pretty bad. So we're gonna have you dig here, and then somebody else made a mess. Blueberry. Blueberry. Okay, that means everybody's probably covered in germs. You're good on germs. You're good on germs. You're done digging. I'm gonna move you over here. Yeah. Pissed, and I'm pissed too. So now you cleaned up. Now this is getting everywhere. Blue, I need you to move over here. And we're going to put in a tile. Priority level 9 over there. Blue, go over here. Go over here. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christmas. Blue, I swear to goodness. Move. There you go. No. Blue, no, don't you dare do it. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. Just a little micromanaging, that's all. We love a little micromanaging in my little colony sim game. I love to micromanage. It's my favorite. Ask me about the time I was a manager. I'll tell you about how much I enjoyed it. Definitely. That's all I'll tell you about. For the time being, I can't drop this down, so I've got to put it up. Also, how we do it on ventilation. Germs. Where are my duplicates? Jeremy. Wash their hands. Why not? Blueprint time. It's flying. Big strength. Oh my gosh, I love a big strength. Big strength is so much fun. I love it so much. Parts. They're farty. This is so sad. Digging and creativity. I could use another digger. Building, cooking, and operating. Yeah, I like this a lot. I'm doing a weirdo. And now I need up from what I had 15. I need 2 more. So we're just gonna food. Farm dial. Boom, and then we'll take this out, and then we should make that happen ASAP. That's already set up, and then I just need one of these. That should be good too. And then we're gonna go into priorities. Blue has been doing researching. Has been doing the cooking. Who's been doing the cooking? Okay, Joshua's gonna take over cooking, doctoring, cooking. And then operating. Cooking is going to be more important. You can still be cooking, but I want you to be farming, and building is most important. Party dupes are the worst because they produce an extra gas that I have to manage, and I hate managing extra gases. I think it's gross. Cause yeah, farting is gross. Ew, Brody farting. Look at my herbs. Let's go ahead and now I'm up. Sweep up. We're gonna make sure that we're just sweeping up clothing. And there we go. Awesome. And now we are digging down. Look at them go. So proud of them. Man, big germs over there, eh? Spare me energy. Now I really need to get this cleaned up. Because my dupes have to go use this sink. Speaking of which, how are they? Jeremy? Okay. Okay. Come on, you. Smell the germs on you. That's really weird. Nobody repeat that. I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about. Awesome. Alright, refinement time. So, we're gonna want to put, probably down like in this corner, our little... This is where we're going to want to get our water into the system. Specifically our polluted water. We're going to put it into a water sieve, which will go probably there, because I want to make sure they can get up there. Which means we'll put the bottle up here there, and then we'll need to dig it here. We'll need to ladder there so they can get out easy. And then we'll start digging down all of this. After that, we'll need a pump. There's going to be a pump right there. It's going to have a liquid pipe that goes out here, which will go into our little refinement station, which will then go here with its clean water. And then I need it to go in here first and then bridge off. So we're going to put in a liquid bridge. This should be fine. And we're going to have to put in a couple more. Ooh, that's ugly. Awful. I hate it. I want to die back. Yeah, this is gross and awful. I hate it. What if I did this? And this liquid pipe over here. And then vent it over here. That way everything is refined. All of the water goes to fill up the bathroom first, which we're going to want to... Which means plumbing. Do I have base? Would be in base if I had it. Alright, well, there's not going to be a chance to add a bunch of extra water, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up the liquid pipe to go... Make sure I don't do that yet, just in case water spills. I prefer it didn't. Set up our liquid pipe to go up here. First, and then I need this as early on as possible so I can build up extra water about it. So maybe we put the plumbing like this. Maybe we have this inverted, where I deconstruct all of these, and then I have clean water come from the top. Yeah, that's the way to do it. We do not deconstruct any of the liquid pipes. I would like you to do that. You get stuck down there. Assuming you like yesterday's breakfast. So you're already being annoying about it. Goodness. And tile here as well, so that the water doesn't expand outward too badly. And then we're going to have our liquid bridge come down here. That way everything will run this liquid bridge first. And then I can run it through the... We can actually keep all of these if we want. And then I'll take all the grody water up downwards instead. All of that will run into my little refinement system that I haven't set up yet. Because... That's impossible. Alright team, it has been quite the episode. I say that as if something has happened this episode, but nearly nothing has, which is, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. We've gotten a little bathroom set up, we have our X-Skin mask set up, we are slowly descending downwards. I'm gonna go ahead and let my duplicants finish up with everything that they're doing. And meanwhile, thanks so much for watching, I hope you have a beautiful day, and come see me next episode. Take care, and I'll see you soon.